So, this week I was among those fortunate enough to receive my first jab of the Pfizer vaccine by virtue of the fact I was born in 1953. I know that's hard to believe. When I was booking my appointment with the very friendly receptionist, she was about to put me on hold, adding that she was going to have a wee look at possible free times. Now, before the dreaded Muzak entered, I casually asked her why she wasn't taking a big look rather than a wee one. Well, it must have been a hard day. She dissolved into laughter, and we ended up having a conversation about the way we talk in this place I call home. We asked someone to put on the big light, whether or not they'd like a cup of tea in their hand, or ask how on earth George got his ears lowered in the middle of a pandemic. One summer, I was working for a church in East Belfast, visiting parishioners who were ill. It ended up that it was me, rather than the individual that I was visiting, who received a lift. Now, during that time I met Ina, who was on the infidelity benefit, wee Shuey, who asked me to turn on his emergency heater, and Lily, who at the time of my calling, according to her very caring husband, was indisposed, as she was in bed with her legs. Now, words carry thoughts. They can inspire as well as condemn, and this week we have seen the words of hatred emerge on gable ends as evil people, under the cover of darkness, express their fear of the other. We've heard words of threat and challenge during the EU and UK vaccine standoff, until words of moderation won through. Once again we heard those strong words of encouragement from Sir Tom Moore, an unlikely hero for our times, and we listened to the angry words and sentences dripping with fear as Myanmar succumbed to another military takeover. John's Gospel refers to Jesus as the Word of God. It's as though spoken words of hope heard over centuries weren't enough for people sinking in hopelessness. So God sent His Son as the expression, embodiment of that love, the Word becoming flesh. Sometimes we too need to deliver on our words and our promises. Sometimes we seem to live in the overload mode, feeling impotent in the face of all that stuff. But we can effect change by taking one small step and doing something to promote peace and hope. A word, an email, a letter, a small gift can make a difference to those on the edge. So, be your words. Good night.